Once there was a warehouse in downtown Houston. It sold fruits and vegetables and later became a large pharmacy where a friendly pharmacist worked. One day the pharmacist was very busy. He grabbed a stack of papers and went to the second floor elevator shaft. He thought the elevator was there. He was wrong. He fell through the elevator shaft to the first floor, dying instantly. His wife wondered why he hadn't come home that night. She went to the warehouse and saw the other pharmacists standing around her husband's dead corpse. She wailed and later, a year later, died of a broken heart. Way later in 1974, the warehouse was changed to a spaghetti warehouse! It is said that the pharmacist and his wife haunted the second floor of the spaghetti warehouse. Patrons and waiters would see floating wine glasses, hear the sound of a woman wailing. The warehouse closed in 2018. But the ghosts remain!
So our story picks up in the early 1800s in an area now known as Bailey's Prairie in Brazoria County. This guy named Britt Bailey bought his land from the Spanish, and when Mexico took the land over, they tried to kick Britt Bailey off. Britt Bailey wouldn't leave. He also got into it with Stephen F. Austin, who was in the area at the time. Finally, Stephen F. Austin gave up and let him stay. Britt Bailey and his wife and children lived on this property for the rest of Britt Bailey's life until he succumbed to cholera later on in the 1800s. He requested that he be buried straight up with a rifle, facing west, and a jug of whiskey. However, his wife decided not to bury him with the whiskey at the last minute because she didn't think it was very couth. This angered him, and the haunting commenced. To this day, in modern-day Bailey's Prairie, he still goes around looking for his whiskey, and some say you can even see the light out on the prairie.
There was once a beautiful woman who fell in love with a wealthy landowner. They were married and had 3 lovely children. After several years, she began to suspect that his heart was no longer hers. One day, while walking along the river with her children, she saw him in his carriage with another woman. She fell into a fit of rage and pushed her children into the river, where they were taken away by the current. When she realized what she had done, she threw herself into the river to try to get them back. She never found her children, and she too drowned along with them. And now she's cursed to wander the rivers of the world, seeking her children. And now parents warn their children to keep away from rivers where La Llorona can be heard screaming at night, "Mis hijos!" Her name was La Llorona.